welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you today?
Hi, I'd like a, can I get the oatmeal?
So which oatmeal, sir?
The blueberry one.
Blueberry? Okay.
And then, I'd like to get some tea.
Some tea?
Yeah, with half water, half coconut milk.
What type of tea would you like?
What kinds do you have? Like, I'm thinking something herbal, like maybe passion fruit or something.
We have a passion fruit tea if you like the passion, like all the fruits and everything.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. What size?
Do a grande, and can you do the half water, half steamed coconut milk?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect. That's it.
Alrighty. I'll have it put out the window.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I cannot be bothered to make anything today. I'm sick of making things. So, I went to Starbucks, and you just saw my order. I'm gonna try this, and I think it will be nice, because then I have to go to Whole Foods and get some stuff for Thanksgiving. We are going to be having Thanksgiving at home this year, just the two of us. So I'm just gonna get a few things. We're having, he's not feeling super great, so we're gonna have a little makeshift Thanksgiving and just relax and have a nice time together. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, I'm gonna see what Whole Foods has to offer as far as you know, things that you can get quickly, sort of pre-made for Thanksgiving. We'll see if there's anything good. I really hope so. I want to try to, I'm actually thinking of getting one of those like weird loaves, because I don't want to really have meat at all. If we were maybe going to somebody's house that was a meat eater, we probably would have some, but I don't want to have it at my place, so we'll just see what they have.
Alrighty, there you go.
Thank you so much. Do you have one of those little, oh, never mind, thanks.
Have a good one.
You too, bye. She's got it. She's got it. Those little green things you put in the top of the cup so it doesn't spill when you drive. Man, these people know what they're doing. Alright. So I'm on my way to Whole Foods now. And as I said, I'm going to just see what they have. I know that it's going to be a little bit more processed than I want it to be, but also it's kind of spur of the moment that we're going to be just the two of us. Plans changed a little bit last minute, so we're going to just make some stuff and, you know, make the best out of it. Wow, I look like I have a sun beard. It's really bright out here. So we're going to make the best of it and see what happens, see what I can come up with. I'll show you guys what I find at Whole Foods. Alright, so a really good choice when you go to Starbucks is to get the oatmeal. It's one of the only choices that you can get for breakfast that will work well, unless you just get fruit or something. They have some decent granola bars, but they have sugar and stuff. So if you want to go full Nutritarian, your best bet, I think, is oatmeal. Except one thing I noticed is I think the oatmeal has a lot of sodium in it, actually, which is weird. But I feel it always tastes kind of salty to me, which is kind of strange. But here's what you get. So I ordered a tea with some coconut milk in it. We'll see if I like that or not. So the oatmeal comes like this. You get like a nice, I think it's like, you know, three-quarters of a cup or a cup or something. And then they always give you stuff. I always try to get the blueberry one just so I can get some fresh fruit, but sometimes they don't give you fresh blueberries. They give you the dried blueberries, which is still fine with me. Sometimes I'll still have that, but it's better if you can get the fresh. They always end up giving you either, depending on which kind you get, they give you agave nectar syrup, or they give you the sugar. Just, I think they just do cane sugar. And then with this one, they give you a mix of fruit and nuts and seeds. And what I do personally, because this is taste preference, I don't use the agave nectar, first of all, just because it's a sweetener, and I don't really need it. So I usually either give that to my husband, or I throw it out, or give it back, or whatever. And then what I do, see, they put these, like, I think these are mulberries. Let me just check. Okay, well, it doesn't say on here, but those are definitely not regular berries. I'm pretty sure they're mulberries. But I always pick those out just because I don't like those. But I leave the cranberries in and the nuts, and then I put everything in there because you get some good nuts. That's great to have. And then I usually will put some extra water in it. So let me show you. So we're in my makeshift car kitchen right now. Open up my oatmeal. Yummy. I really, really like it. Because this just says, oh, figs. It's figs. Oh, you know what? I like figs. I always thought it was like mulberries or something, and I didn't think I liked them, but I know I like figs. It's just one of those things left over from childhood where you see something and you're like, oh, that looks like a thing I didn't like when I was a kid, so then you don't eat it. Of course, it's better to reduce your dried fruit consumption anyhow, so I will pick some of them out, but I didn't realize they were figs. Okay, I'm gonna pick some out. Do. Pick out. And I like the cranberries the most. The figs are good, it's just they have the little seeds in there. And I prefer the cranberries over the figs. And I always put all of the nuts in there. Okay, that's good enough. Now the thing is, when you put these nuts in here and the fruits, to me, the dried fruits give enough sugar, like enough sweetness when you get them in a bite, that you don't need to have the sugar. I would love to put in the agave because it actually covers the flavor of the salt, because it's just a little bit salty to me, so this isn't my favorite breakfast in the world to get, but it's close to Nutritarian. But if you can just get some decent, you know, dried fruit and put it in there, and even some real blueberries, if you can, that's good too. But I always find that this is good enough as far as sweetness goes to have this amount of stuff. And I honestly think that happened to me after I did one of Furman's challenges one time. I really, really realized how much salt there was and everything. I could actually taste it. Because I used to get this all the time, and I would, you know, I would have it without any sweetening in it, and I would never even notice. But then after I did his challenge one time, I was like, oh my god, this is so salty. It's weird how that happens. And usually they don't put enough water in, so I'll take some of whatever drink I have and I'll pour some of that in. If I get a super sugary coffee drink, that's obviously really yummy. But today I just have my tea, so I'm going to pour some of this in here. And it's really pink. That's cute. Look, it's pink. Can't really see it. Okay, I don't want to dump it all over the car. That's just enough to get it moving a little bit more. Actually, I could use some more. This is like my makeshift breakfast. So this is something you could really do when you're traveling. Of course, we all know there's like a bazillion Starbucks everywhere you go. Luckily, there's a Starbucks in pretty much every airport I've ever been in. Or some kind of a coffee shop, local coffee house or whatever, and they tend to have some oatmeal. But this is a great way to like save yourself if you're out traveling and make sure that you get, you know, some healthiness in your day at least. Super, super hot. Really yummy. But super salty. It's crazy how salty it is. Okay guys, I'm just gonna eat this. So, here we go. Alright guys, let's go to Whole Foods. Okay, so I did pretty good. I found not really healthy things, but I found some things that will make it easy on us to just have a nice Thanksgiving and not have to worry about it. Here's what I got for Thanksgiving. This roast has way too much sodium in it, but I do know for a fact that this company, what they make is exactly like meat. So we're kind of looking for something like that. I won't have very much of it because it's got tons of sodium, but then there's a gravy from Tofurkey, so we got those too. And I just went to the Hot Bar and I got some roasted vegetables, and some mashed potatoes, vegan. So at least it'll all be vegan. I've got some vegetables to roast, and then I got a half of a blueberry pie. It's not going to be super vegan, but it'll be easy and we'll be together and it won't be very much stress. And then I got some red wine to make a kheer. I'll show you that tomorrow if we end up having it. It's a traditional French drink. And then the rest of it is just all regular groceries. So I also found out that if you mix passion fruit tea with coconut milk, it does the same thing as it did with the almond milk and the hibiscus tea. And I kind of had a feeling when I drank the tea, because I was like, oh, this is very acidic. This is probably doing the same thing. It's probably curdling the milk. So I just drank it and pretended that I didn't even think of that. And then I opened it up and sure enough, it curdled the milk, but I just pretended it didn't happen. So if you can't see it, it didn't happen. All right, so I just made this dip. It's from Kimberly Snyder's Beauty Detox Foods book, and it's a raw muhamara dip. But I didn't make it like she did actually. I made it Nutritarian. So 3 red peppers, 1 cup of raw walnuts, but instead of soaking them, I toasted them. 1 garlic clove, nutritional yeast. I skipped the sea salt. I put the lemon juice in. I skipped the stevia. I put the cayenne pepper in and the cumin. Basically just blended it. It's totally delicious as a Nutritarian dish, and I'm going to use it like as a dressing, I think, when I finally eat up the rest of those roasted veggies I made yesterday, except I can't be bothered to make a salad right now, which is crazy because I'm going to make a smoothie. It's just going to take the same amount of effort, but I just can't bring myself to do it. And it's cold out, and it's crazy that I'm going to make a smoothie, but I just need something fast, and frankly, I have all this food sitting here for what we're going to have for Thanksgiving tomorrow, and I want to eat it. I'm looking at this pie. I want to eat the pie, but I'm not going to eat the pie. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to make a big smoothie, and that's why I'm making a smoothie, because I need something sweet to sort of help me deal right now. So I'm going to make my chocolate peanut butter smoothie and have that as an emergency measure, and I will talk to you later. The most unsurprising dinner choice ever. And I got this Torrey Washington salad again. And I forgot to get the tamales on video because they're too good and we ate them very, very quickly. And I just got water to drink. Go ahead. Gross. You went for the grossest part first. Sit.
Misunderstanding.
Your singing's gonna be famous now.
Misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. Oh, you better keep on moving.
This is hard to see, but it's a little drink. We're having a little amaretto sour again. I'm gonna see if it triggers any RLS symptoms. We'll see.